You know, every legend has a beginning, right? A moment, usually lost to time, where a normal life gets twisted into something else, something extraordinary. Today, we're diving into the origin of a name that's only ever spoken in whispers, a shadow that kings and commoners are terrified of, the Macabre Assassin.
But what really makes a legend like this? I mean, is it just destiny, a choice someone makes? Or is it something a whole lot darker, something born from blood and straight-up betrayal? Well, let's get into it.
Because this is where the story starts, with this wild contrast. An infant, just a baby, left for dead, who somehow grows up to become the most feared killer in the entire land. The real question is, how on earth does that happen?
Okay, so to really get the assassin, we have to rewind. We gotta go all the way back to the baby, and to the night he was just cast aside.
So picture this, we're in the city of Amsterdam, and a baby is found in, of all things, an old apple box. But here's the first twist. His parents, they were powerful, important people. So why would they abandon him? And it gets worse. He's found by a servant of the wicked king who has one simple, brutal order. Kill any unknown child you find. No questions asked. So from his very first breath, this kid is marked for death.
And this, right here, is the moment that changes absolutely everything. The servant, he raises his blade, he's ready to do it, but then he stops. He looks at the baby's face, and something just snaps inside him. He defies a direct order from his king, which is basically a death sentence for him, wraps the boy up, and runs. One single act of mercy is what kicks this entire legend into motion.
But escaping the king was just the first hurdle. The servant couldn't raise the child himself. That was impossible. He had to hide him in a place where no one, and I mean no one, would ever think to look.
So where does he go? To the one place everyone is terrified of, the Riftlands. It's this cursed, empty wasteland that people say is haunted. This is where the boy will be shaped, where he'll be forged.
And his new guardian? An old, one-eyed witch. The servant literally hands the baby over to her, and she's the one who names him Carl. But under her, let's call it care, he doesn't learn to read or write. No, he learns the language of the shadows, the art of being invisible, and all the secrets of death. He's not being raised, he's being molded into a living weapon.
You can see how his life just builds from here. For years, he's just surviving, training, but then when he hits 16, his past starts clawing its way back. He has these nightmares, dreams of blood and crows and a city on fire. And these visions are so intense that at 17, he decides he's had enough. He hunts down that servant to demand the truth. But right before he leaves, the witch drops this chilling prophecy on him. And this is the first real clue that he's way more than just some orphan from the woods. He's part of something so much bigger. He's a key. But a key to what exactly?
So armed with this crazy prophecy and a whole life of unanswered questions, Cale goes looking for the servant. He has to know who he is and why his dreams are full of nothing but fire and death.
I mean, just imagine it. A crazy stormy night. Lightning is cracking across the sky. Cale, now this hardened young man, who is literally raised by shadows, he corners the servant, who's now old and frail. And his question is simple. But the answer? The answer is going to shatter his entire world. Who am I?
And there it is, the truth. He wasn't some orphan named Cale. He was the heir to the entire city of Amsterdam. He wasn't just raised by a witch. He was the first son of the former king and queen. And this is the most important part. He wasn't abandoned. He was hidden to survive.
So who wanted him dead? Turns out it was a secret group inside the royal court called the Shadow Circle. They had their own prophecy, one that said this child, the true heir, would one day be their complete destruction. So they tried to get ahead of it by marking him for death the second he was born.
And then the final piece of the puzzle falls into place. The servant gives him a pendant his mother left for him. Inside is this message. And it's not just a note, it's a mission statement. He wasn't just born to rule. He was born to destroy the very corruption that tried to kill him. And those last words, trust no crown. Chilling.
So in one night, 17 years of lies just go up in smoke. He finally has the truth. And with that truth comes this new, terrifying kind of clarity.
All that pain, the loneliness, the brutal training in the woods, it all suddenly makes sense. His past wasn't a curse, it was preparation. His mission isn't about surviving anymore. Now, it's about hunting.
He leaves that forest for good, but he's not Kale anymore. Now he has a target, the Shadow Circle. He has a motive, pure vengeance. He's no longer the hidden prince. He is the weapon that they, so stupidly, created. The Macabre Assassin is finally coming home.
Which brings us right back around to that witch's prophecy. He holds the fate of Amsterdam in his hands, the same city that gave him life and then threw him away. He is the key to its ruin or its rebirth.